Good morning, welcome back to Once Driven Forever Smitten. It's a rainy Sunday. Cadillac's been racking up big miles and we've got a problem with the Cavalier, and it's the usual one where we're shorting out across this terminal here. So it's running on 3 cylinders, so we're going to get some insulation tape, put it on that, and then that'll have it running on 4. Then it's going down the garage for an oil change and a spark plug change. Ah, that's dark enough, that's due a change again. Plenty. No do it any harm at all. I need to sort out the leak from the washer bottle as well, and check out the back brake flexes, because I think they're moving. So I was just pumping the tyres up with using the Cadillac's electric connection, because it's better. So we'll get on with that and then get ready to go down the road. For some reason on these aftermarket coil packs, they tend to end up shorting out, and you've got to put tape around the terminals. I've already done at least one of them, and that stops it from shorting out anymore, and then it'll run on 4 cylinders. Well, that's good to know. I already know if it was building compression, which it shouldn't do. It's only 3 years since I did the head gasket, and that'll be due its timing belt at Christmas, because the timing belts are every 3 years on these bloody things. I'm sure they would last a lot longer, especially in the ones with the metal rollers, but better not take the chance. Alright, there's a nice bit of tape on that lead. Way! 4 cylinders. Oh. No, look at that one. That one's even worse down the bottom. Look at the sparking coming off of that. That one down the bottom there is really bad. Oh yeah, it's arcing alright. Right, switch it back up again. It's MOT, again the back brakes were like that. I need to definitely check the back brake flexes, because I put a Mark III Astra one on one side and I think it's moving. I don't think it's clipped in. Right, take 3. Let's see if it's going to run on 4. That sounded better. Oh. It's arcing to somewhere. It's arcing from somewhere. Right. It's settled down now, but I've got my suspicions about my coolant temp sensor wiring. I think I might strip that back and freshen it up, because when I was wiggling the wires, I mean the idle was jumping up and down and everything on it there. But yeah, let's get the tools fired into it. This thing's been fantastic, but I'm putting too many miles on it, so it needs to need that torque, need that. Truck and Driver magazine, that's what I work for full time. Right. There's Bob moving across the road. Hello Bob. Right, I need to go and fire all the tools in the boot of this now, since I took them all out.
See them last week when I was coming back, I would just come round there and I'd be round there and see the time I was there. The time I was here. They'd do with that more. They knew the sound of that car, like. The sound of it.
The Cavaliers had a good run down the unit. It's running on 4. Temperature's up, heating's red hot, so that's all good. So we'll get it in, get it up in the ramps and start looking at the niggly little things on it. There's Kenzo's Astra GSI replica. Should be on the road very, very soon. Couple of wee niggly bits. And there's the Diplomat, which needs arches and paint, which are in very bad state, but that's got a really strong XE in it, so it'll be good when that's on the road. That'll be up for sale after we've had some fun with it. But yeah, let's get this thing onto the ramps. It's running absolutely fine now, and it's even got that contaminated fuel in it. Before we put the Cavalier in to change the oil on it and have a look at things, I've got a battery which is so low on voltage that the charger won't even detect it, and neither will the tester. So I'm putting some voltage in it using the Cavalier. But I've found we've got a split hose at the back there at this vacuum pipe. So we'll cut that down and then put it back on there, because you can hear that hissing as it is. So we've found something there that will be affecting the way it's idling. It's idling happier now. We're not getting a hiss out of that pipe anymore. Next time it splits, I'll have to replace the pipe. But at least we're not getting that hiss. So that's something. Oh yeah, I've cut the tails off some things. Seems happier now anyway. Oh, I'm going to tidy up my coolant temp sensor wiring, because I've done a couple of temporary repairs on that. At the MOT, it wasn't doing very well on the back brakes the last time out, and what I've noticed is, you'll see it's got brake compensators there and there, and then if we go and look under the car, you're probably not able to see for up there, but if you look all the way up there, it's got another set of compensators going to the rear, which sort of like alters the flow between the front and the back. So I think that's what the issue is, that I've got two sets of compensators on it, because I've taken the ABS off this car. So if I get rid of that and the one on the other side, then that should solve my weak rear braking issue, because it does brake on the rear, just not strongly, and it's not a case of there's fluid, there's air in the system, because we've bled it. There's definitely none of that. Got a cable tie on that. Look at that Pico back box. One of the videos putting that on. That'll have to come off when it gets its MOT job. That's going to have to get painted and cleaned up, because you can't get these anymore. Eh? Can't honestly even remotely remember when I last did the oil in it, although I know that it wouldn't be an excessive amount of time ago. Oh, this hasn't been off for a while. Now wait until you've got... That is pleasingly clean oil coming out of that. No, it's not really, it's just service. We shall get that sorted out, and I'm going to take this wheel off and get into this washer bottle to see if I could sort it out, stop it leaking and get it working properly. What a pain. Right, I'm going to knock this with a rubber hammer now. Go for it. Spin it. Jeez, oh. Right, well I think we'd better take off 4 of those off, and give the hubs a clean and a grease, because if that was a puncture at the side of the road, that would not be fun. We'll have to get the old out, get it clean, and check how much meat's on the pads as well. How much is on the pads? The discs are getting replaced anyway. They're about halfway down. The discs at the back, you can see, it's pitted, it's coming off at the back, so we'll get some new discs. They're dirt cheap for these anyway. So I suppose better take all 4 wheels off it, get copper grease in, give that a clean, get some copper grease on it. What a pain, living in Scotland. I'll need to take that grommet out there as well. Great. Ideal, the MOT's the 12th of January, I thought it was sooner than that. This is corrosion in Scotland for you. They're just a couple of years old. Look at the rust in that. I must have forgotten to put copper grease in these hubs, because they are a mess. That took like much battering with a rubber hammer to get that to come off of there, so we'll give that a good clean up. We need to get the oil filter off of it as well, get that changed over, which is new one's sitting over there. Aye, crazy. MOT's January 12th, so that gives us plenty of time to sort a few wee bits and pieces out on it, which are very, very minor anyway, so a Saturday will do that. Corrosion, right, so now it moved because these make a mess when the oil filter comes off, the oil spills out them. Lovely. Oh, they're just wonderful. Wonderful design.
A wee dumper one, isn't it?
That's the turbo diesel one. There's definitely the one for the Cavalier. There we go. Right, this is a washer bottle. You can see it's got a drip, drip, drip. Seems to be coming from the end of the pipe there. Like there's a bit that comes over the top of it. I think it's leaking from right out at the end of it there. So what I could really do about that? Let me have a think. I will come back to you. I need to make sure that it is spraying and it is working and hitting the windscreen. I'm sure I put a grommet in this. I seem to remember ordering grommets, more than one, because there was one for Kenzo's motor. Right, we're going to have to go and try and sort that out. There, right, this should be about to go. Maybe. That's good now. All in. There we go. Oof. Kenzo's getting plenty of exercise today. Yeah, kids, don't fit your wheels. How come I've done that and not put copper grease on it? That's unusual, that, because I usually always do. Right, I mean, I had this set up, it doesn't work. I think this little pump thing doesn't operate for the headlight washers off the pre-facelift, but of course I then went and ran into it with the Omega and did that, which was silly, and I haven't got around to fixing it all yet. But that constant drip in the ground is annoying, so let's just check. Okay, so we're getting one washer jet, so we're going to have to blast the washer jets out with a blowgun. In fact, I might try that down there, see if I can shove that grommety bit on a bit further. And then I'll see if this trim tool will... there we go. Ideal, so that's the end off that. Now get the blowgun. Right. Should be enough to... Oh yeah, that's blowing both sides out. Nothing out the driver's side jet, so we're going direct to the source. I'm going to blast it out. see if anything wants to come out of that right there. Right, where is it? There we go. Better this time. Yay! We've got good squirtage. Single squirtage. They're supposed to be double squirters, but seems to be strong out one each. Oh well, that's one thing done. Let's stick some good old fashioned technology in it. Good old 1980s slick 50, because it's not had anything like that for a while, and I need something to stab that with. Aye, there's like 750mm here, so we've got this to fire in with the rest of the 1040 Mano semi-synthetic. So aye, just I've had these in there for ages, so you know, might as well use them. This engine's got, it's been over 200,000 miles on it. God knows how much it's really done overall, so it won't do it any harm to have a bit of that in it. I go with that normal oil. So stick it back in. I need to start the engine. Right, let's fire it up now and get the oil round it. Oh, we're going to play these games, are we? Anybody would thinking it was running on contaminated fuel. Yeah, I happened to get donated 4 drums of petrol with a bit of diesel in it, and I think there was a little bit more diesel in it than I thought, so I'm going to use it very sparingly, because I put an entire drum on half a tank of Le Cave, which caused it to run on 3 cylinders until it got mixed up and got moving. Shouldn't really do that, it's naughty. Right, so I did a bit of a repair on it and it's still dripping, so I don't know, it's either the... It's still dripping. I don't think it was just it leaking. I have acquired some new parts for Le Cave for the washer setup. We've got a new pump there, and there's a new genuine GM grommet hiding in that box as well. And I went to Halfords and got a set of Super 4s for an 8 valver for a £5, and a set of single electrodes for a 16 valve for £4. And I've got a load of cable and a whole load of new vacuum cable there as well, and aircon washers for the Astra, and a 57mm reversing light switch, and that's for the Astra as well. I got that off eBay, so quite a little collection of parts have been purchased. Yeah, it's still dripping out it. Yeah, so I don't know, I might order a grommet and yeah, see if I can get the bit to go over the top of the hose. I don't know, if it like heat shrinks or something over the top, maybe a bit of heat shrink on it. I don't know, but that's just dripping away. Oh, I'm just not going to put particularly strong screen wash in it for now, because it's just a waste. It's going to drip out very slowly. Not to worry. Next up, long run. Just go and knock the legs out from under the ramp, which sorry. Yeah, we've got a couple of months to the MOT, so that's good. Bit of work to do. I think my free contaminated fuel had perhaps a little bit more diesel in it than I had hoped. I will use it more sparingly, that's why it's starting funny. But yeah, I will order a new grommet for the leaky washer jet bottle, and aside from that, hopefully it's going to stop arcing as well. I meant to check the coolant, that was the other thing I was going to do. got back. Oh look! Think I'm gonna have to order a set of washer jets for it. Apart from that, it's running all right. So let's see how it gets on going down to England. Right, so I'm back at the car. It's the following day. I'm trying to see if I can maybe get this little mobile phone popper into the jet ends, and I've already tried it with the bonnet down and it doesn't want to do it, so we're going to try and manually blow through some air into them, see if that helps, and possibly nick the ones off the Astra if it comes down to it, which I really don't want to do. We can always try back siphoning as well. Yuck. That cleared the blockage. That's cleared at least one of them. Yuck. This driver's side one is blocked up solid, so we're going to have to nick one off the Astra and replace temporarily while we order a new one off of eBay. Right, so that's you out of there anyway. Let's go get the one from the Astra. Right, there we go. Right, pipe out the end of this one and get it on the Cavalier. And hopefully, if I go, yes, we can get air through this, unlike this one, which is blocked solid. Right, come on, because if we're going on a long run down the road, we have to have washer jets. So I've now got a driver's one, but that passenger one is still, yeah, that's pathetic. Okay, at least the Astra one looks like it's not blocking up anytime soon. Let's have a look at this passenger side one. Right, what have we got now after more blowing and sucking? We've got one coming out that side again, and two out that side, but one's a bit low. I could probably move that with that mobile phone pin thing, move it up just a little bit. Okay, that'll do for now. Yes, finally got it to move up the screen, so hopefully that's going to give me washer jets all the way to England and back. Right, some fancy pink screen wash. Probably won't even need it. The roads won't even be dirty. Right, so I took the Cavalier down to Coventry and back, and it did fantastically. And this is my list of parts which I have got in stock at the house. And the temperature gauge isn't reading very well, keeps going up and down, so it might be the sensor, might be the thermostat. I should have both in stock. Don't really want to do the thermostat, as I don't think that's what it is, but I do have a temp gauge sender in stock, and I do have an air filter, so I need to do all this for the unit as well, because it's impossible to remember what it is that you've got. I'm going to clean the connection up on the temperature sender in case it's just not getting it right, but that should be going higher than that. But I don't want to interfere with the thermostat because the bolts are likely to snap in one of them, so we'll need to look into that. difference that's made. I'm gonna have to get some serious compensator work done so my back brakes work to a full extent. So big thanks to Jay at ADS Truck Parking in Stoke behind us there for washing up the Cavalier. We're here doing a photo shoot on their Scania and checking the place out for Truck and Driver magazine, but he's made the Cavalier look respectable again. Yeah, we just gotta wait for Steve to finish photographing this. Might as well show you this. There's this Scania top line here, which we saw at the drifter style show another week in Ireland, and you can't see a thing because of the shadows, so I'll have to go like right up to it and round the other side of it, but that's it there. It's yeah, fully customised left-hand drive, and we'll be doing something on ADS and Truck and Driver magazine. And it was good to catch up with them at the drifter style show and have a clean Cavalier for the rest of the way home. This is why we're all the way down in Somerset, because we're photographing some trucks for Truck and Driver, including the 770S for RT Keedwell, which is a very special truck. It's all fully customised, show winner, driven by Lee Pryor. Down in deepest Somerset, following Elvin's and his brand new Mercedes-Benz Pro Cabin into the yard. As you can see, they've got quite the selection of Mercedes trucks, but the ones that we're interested in are the controversially designed, super aerodynamic, originally released on an electric platform Pro Cabin. Well, there's some Renaults they've got. There's a Scania with some airbrushing on it. What's that? An S650, another one. Oh, there's a lineup of Pro Cabins there. They've got a whole selection of them. Let's see, I think he's waving us round. Let's see what he's saying. Just noticed that guy's got a VXR8.
Oh, have I?
Aye, got to do a bit of Vauxhall appreciation.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
looks nice.
Yeah, it's a bit old. How doing?
Let me park it up.
Oh, about it, you're I've got a, I'm here from Truck and Driver magazine. We're
I've heard about that.
yeah, we're doing a photo shoot, but I've also got a YouTube channel called Once Driven Forever Smitten, which is all about Vauxhalls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, there's a VXR8 over there, because this is the first run my Cavaliers had for ages.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought, we'll nip over and speak to the VXR8 guy for a second while he's hooking his trailer into his Pro Cabin there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are classics now, especially with Vauxhall not being anything what they were.
Well, no, that's it, mate. It's, I mean, obviously it's a Holden, isn't it, really, but...
Yeah, but it's part of the GM family, and Vauxhall aren't part of the GM family anymore.
Are they not?
No, they've got, yes, they're pure Stellantis, but they don't make any sporty models anymore.
That's crap, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't do anything at all, so we're in the peak era of the big V8s, and it's all gone now. I tell you that, you drive the Scania?
Yeah, I'll drive that on too, mate, yeah.
Ideal, V8 and V8.
Yeah.
Ideal, no, lovely car.
No, it's beautiful, mate.
Yeah. Do you want to give it a rev? Get some of this in the clip. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
something you don't see every day.
Yeah, comfy old thing, like you get cruise control on it a while done. But yeah, nothing to match one of these, maybe one day.
Well, it does match in appreciation though.
Yeah, it looks they're good. These are going to go up in value.
Oh, I hope so, that's what I bought.
Yeah, just as long as you keep, well, you won't be so bad down here, but rust proofing.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Lanigard's the best stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently to get, because it goes on like an invisible film.
So you got to clear the rust before you put it on the window.
Yeah, you've got to get it, treat it, put some stuff on top of it, then do it. But you won't be as bad down here as what you are up in Scotland.
Well, I live in Plymouth, so...
oh yeah, you're by the sea.
Exactly.
Oh, it's lovely anyway.
So yeah, so I'll drive it every week.
Yeah. Daily driver, yeah.
Daily drive,
fantastic. What's your name?
Adam.
Adam. Fantastic. There's Adam and his VXR8 and his Scania V8 at RT Keedwell. To get the Gold Astra down the unit to get all the niggly bits finished off on it, but first I've got to go and swap over some bits. I've invested in genuine GM washer jets for Le Cave. I've already had to nick one off it, that for it. I've given up on the aftermarket ones. They are rubbish, so I'm going to go and put the original washer jet back on that and put these on Le Cave. The first question, as usual for the old Astra, is will it start? So we'll just get the terminals tightened up on it and we'll see. Never been, that one's a bit, never been that convinced about this battery. 550, that's a powerful battery for a car like this, but I left it off on purpose. Nope, that battery is knackered. Right, just as well I've got a spare. We'll give this a full charge and then we'll health test it, but it's oversized for the car. I don't even know how old it is, but yeah, disappointing. Bloody things never seem to last. There we go, we're now charging. These two big ones are, well, that's more of a medium sized one, aren't up to any good either, so I've had to go and get a new one from Vauxhalls, which I'm going to grab just now, but we'll leave this on charge overnight, see what happens with it. That's the one I got from Vauxhalls. That's only a 390, it looks tiny, but it's an old car, battery technology and all that. So let's see if this, well, it should do, it's brand new, should fire it up. I think the bracket for it is actually down the unit. I can't fit it right now because that battery earth is too short there. It won't quite stretch over to connect. Oh dear, we're going to have to jump start the original battery. Nothing's ever easy. I just realised that battery's got the positive and minus terminals the opposite way around to that one. Yeah. This is going to end up being a spare for my mum's micro or something. It was only 43 quid. Strange. I had to look up that. YBX3102. My little ring tiny booster pack that I got on sale in B&Q will not start something from flat dead. And you don't get a lot of shots out of it. But it was cheap. And it does come in handy now and again. Come on. Oh, come on, please. Yes. Oh well, that's good, that's a relief. This stuff fired up and you can get charging. Guess who manually locked the boot? And I've only got one key for this car, so I don't want to have to jump start it again, so it can just run and charge up for a bit. Then we'll get these jets changed over the now. One of my main problems with the Astra CDX is the heater fans are not doing anything, they all operate off a vacuum. So I need to get a look at Kenzo's and see what way the pipes go, so I can get it to blow air up the windscreen, because it's currently not. there's nothing coming out of there, and if you turn that, it doesn't seem to do anything. So, and it's always hot, so it's pretty useless in that respect. But we'll see if I can get some heat into it. I'll just have to wipe the windows, at least it's a nice dry day. There's Kenzo with the black Astra. Right, let's get a look here. Washer jettage. In fact, it's really just complicated to see. I'll just let you see the finished result. We've got our new washer jets fitted on this brand new genuine GM. Oh, would you look at that? How long do you think that's going to last? I do have a new pump on the way and a new genuine grommet as well, just in case. But that's how it's supposed to work. Wahey! Right, we'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Bye bye. Bye bye. Right, sorting things out, tools, equipment, so on and so forth. That needs to go down now. Pretty sure set a zip tie somewhere. Renault Laguna front link bar. What? Must fit something else as well. What's that? Glass cleaner, pink, G101, brake cleaner. Will I take it? I don't know. Oh, it's so hot in here. Right, let's switch it off. Unlock the boot. And then hopefully it's... I need to order new boot struts for it as well. Hopefully it's had enough of a boost there to... Not that battery is shagged. We're going to have to boost that again. There we go. Hopefully we get a second jump start out it, because it is warm now. But it's a bit of a concern. Ideal. I might chuck the jump leads in as well, just in case it stalls, worst nightmare, and I can jump it off that other battery, because you only get 2 or 3 starts out that little booster pack. But what do you expect? It's the smallest of the small to get rid of those Diplomat seat things. Right, I need to open the boot of the Saab to chuck some stuff in it, and I'm hoping this battery, state of health 7%, state of charge 98, is going to do the trick, hopefully, so I can empty a load of stuff out the Astra, transfer things. I really need to get a shed in the garden, but then when I think about sheds I think about garages, and then I think this isn't actually my property, I've just swapped to the neighbours. Because of course the Saab is an electric boot release, isn't it? You kindly go under there. I've got the key ready, just in case. Right, let's see if we can open the boot. Yay! It's got enough in it. Oh, so very heavy. There's no way that's staying open. We're going to need the scaffold pull out the Astra, which is in here. The Saab, I need to put the new alternator on to hopefully get rid of that weird, annoying squeaking sound that it started making again. Don't know if it was just a bad alternator the last time. We're going to have to put you down. Sit there. Yay! There we go. My big heavy jack is out the boot, but I've separated that so it can hold the boot lid up while it's got the weak struts on it, because the Saab is held on with a scaffold pull. God knows what's in there. I mean, if I look that up I'm sure I'll find a lot of information about it, but we need to lighten the load of this thing a little bit. Found my other full bottle of Lanagard, which is good. A lot of this stuff, paint, consumables and things, needs all catalogued and everything, so I'll leave it there for now. Some of these consumables can go down the unit, and obviously I've got a lot more space in the boot of the Astra and it's lighter, couple things to add into here. Temperature's sitting fine on it and the fan's on, so that's good. That's good. Seriously doubt this would start anyway, the state of the battery, but do I want to lock it now actually and do a possible. I just found the bag for my tyre inflator at the bins in the garden, so that can go into that. Then I also found this battery in a carrier bag. For some reason we're no charging it whatsoever, so let's put a bit of charge in it and then charge it. This is like the second set of Aldi jump leads, and they're not the best for getting connection on things. There's a really good set and I don't know where they are, but we'll just check and see. What? Come on, oh there we go, 13.25. Well, that's at the jump lead. Going into the battery. Yep, we're charging, okay. Right, so we'll leave that to charge for 10 minutes before we put it on the charger. I'm sure there was something well dodgy about that battery. I put the tester on it and it said it was absolute rubbish, which is, I think it is why it was dumped in a bag out there. I need to go and get rid of some batteries, make a little collection. This is my old bath panel. Now I need to go and put brake pipes in Kenzo's recovery truck, and I was just thinking it might be useful for sliding underneath the truck. It's worth a go anyway. Why not? Get rid of it as well. Right, so I'm on the way to the unit. I've left the Astra running for ages, and when I came out the end there, the ABS was pinging like mad. So I don't know, I remember putting ABS rings on this. Having said that, it could be coming from the rear because the drums are a bit sticky. I was wanting to do a rear disc conversion on this, but you can't get the back plates, it seems, very easily. But I do have back plates from a Vectra B, and I was wondering what the sort of angle of the handbrake cable might be like if I were to attempt to use them with 4 stud hubs rather than 5 stud hubs. It may all be completely wrong, who knows. There's like a knock coming from the near side and the ABS is buzzing when I'm pulling up to a standstill. It might be rust on the brakes, I don't know. But there's something not quite right with that side of the car, and everything's supposed to be brand new on there, so that needs checked out amongst other things. Apart from that, I mean, it drives all right. The linkage for the gears is also a little bit out as well. I'm struggling to get first and second and quite possibly reverse just shortly, but spit that again. Yeah, it's in second at the moment. We are in the unit because I can't turn it around because I can't get reverse. The linkage has gone a bit, so we're going to have to adjust it across a little bit so we can get reverse. Tweakage. I think what our issue might be is this heater matrix pipe, which is preventing the linkage going the full way, because it's never done this before. And it seems strange that it would go slack. Let's see if we can get reverse now. That kind of felt like reverse, didn't it? Just gently. That's trying to go forward, isn't it? There's far too much. That needs to go over there a bit. Aye, right. Right, so I've adjusted it. You won't be able to see it, but there's some silver showing where it was connected before. So I've now adjusted the position, so we'll now see if I'm getting reverse. Still doesn't feel quite right, I don't know. But as long as I can get reverse, it means I can move it from now, which is fine, because it's staying down. Let's go, let's see if we can go backwards again. That sounded like reverse. Oh, it's reverse. And that's first. Okay, well that's that solved, which is good. I'll go and turn that around so we can empty the tools out it and everything. Wahey! Well, linkage is fixed in this. Absolutely no problem getting it in reverse now, which is good. Recovery truck, I'll have to bring the jet wash down. This is going up for spares and repairs. I've actually bought a few bits for it. I bought a sill and a couple of flexes and things, and I just found some stuff in it. I was looking for my bottle jacks. Found a bottle of red coolant there. I need to get this battery out it, get it charged up, and a piece of exhaust for something. And I found a box load of stuff there. That's got stuff for windscreen wiper washers and everything that I forgot I bought. Don't even remember having them. So now we are going to remove the batteries from Kenzo's recovery truck, because it is going to be replacing this ultimately, pretty much. This needs to go up the road, but I need to replace this water manifold because it's snapped, and I tried to replace it. I tried to repair it using various types of solvents and it just wasn't happening, so we're going to replace the whole thing. Right, there was no water in this like at all. Okay, just took that pipe off, there was nothing there. So yeah, let's get the next one off there. That was the broken bit, and I tried every single kind of sealant and epoxy resin you can, and it's just not having it at all. So it's just two 13mm bolts, and then that end goes in the water pumps at the side, heater matrix pipes, and that'll return. All good. And there you go, case in point. Tried to remove that there, complete with Jubilee clip. I'm going to have to get that out of there now. Well, that's alright, we'll be able to unpoke that for there anyway. But yeah, we tried. I don't know how that happened. It was a while ago now. Right, there we go, there's a pipe out. Let's get this new one in and installed and get some antifreeze in it. Fairly straightforward process. And then I need to do a lot of emptying out and organising, because stuff needs to come up to the house, stuff needs to stay down here, and so on and so forth. I will work that out once I get this all running and get some heat going through it, because it badly needs a good bit of heat in the interior, because it's not that for a long time. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put water in it, because I'm going to flush it out of the house with a hose, because it's been sitting about. And there's no point in putting antifreeze in it now. I want it to be fully all flushed out, and I'm not even sure if the head gasket might be away in it, which doesn't matter because the head's coming off it for the SEH camshaft anyway, and it'll be getting skimmed and all that, and I might grind the valves in. To tidy up that mess, it's a kick panel. Then I shall need to go and get some petrol for it as well. I'll get the heaters on. Oh, it even works on stage 3, there you go. Oh, and the brightener's working it and everything. There you do. Ideal Cavalier is packed and ready for the journey back up the road. Oh aye, I think this is done for anyway. Pretty sure this has got like 1 volt of power in it, this. I think it is scrap, that one. But I've got that other one to charge up tonight. That coffee cup there, that can go there. I'll be needing that torch even though I've got a headlight on, which I forgot about, probably going dim. It's not rechargeable. Right, let's move this and bring in the Astra. Ideal, the Astra has indeed started and has indeed selected reverse. Well, there we go, got it up on the ramps. Do some serious snagging on it. See if we can get the aircon pipes connected up and sort out whatever's making that knocking noise on the front of it. It's not immediately obvious. Just had a look there, but of course put a new fuel tank in it as well, which I've got video of, which I don't think I've even put on. I need to look that up. But yeah, I mean, it's solid enough underneath. It's a good old motor. Of course the exhaust's been bashed there. What can you do? But aye, we will get to it. That'll do. Get a Diplomat up the road. We've got a nice quiet run up the road. What have we got? Loads of traffic. But this does tend to behave, or it did tend to behave pretty well. And that's driven nicely all the way back. Got the headlights turned all the way down because of the stuff that's in it. Could probably get away with turning them up a bit. Brilliant, it made it back to the house no problem at all, running pretty nicely. My indicator turning right, to find out what's wrong with that. I'm going to really try hard to sort out this Astra state and get it so it's a good proper daily driver and I can use it. And there's a load of other stuff to get on with as well. Here's some bonus footage for you. We're out in the Cav. We're just coming up to Auchengrave where I used to live. A little cottage I used to rent for £300 a month. And then a massive yard out the back. Just in there. It's fantastic. All that yard was mine and now it's not going to any good use. This school bus has held me up all the way from Wilfords. Please go in there, yes! Right, anyway, I'm on my way to Kelso for a job for truck and driver. So yeah, that was Auchengrave, where I used to live. Tell you what, let's enjoy some of this autumnal scenery with the orange leaves, because there's a surprising amount still on the trees. Not to mention on the roads. Could be a few bits where it could be a little bit slippery, like here. But that's nice that. It won't be too long before they're all knocked off the trees by the next storm. That was another puddle there. And a lot of rain overnight. Could be interesting. I'm going the Peebles route. Even though it says it's a bit longer, it won't be. It's just that the Edinburgh bypass at this time in the morning will be intolerable. Here's some extra bonus footage for you. We've got Stevie's beautiful transit van and we just went and picked up a roller door for the unit. So I've just been and grabbed some torches because we need them to see what we're doing at the unit, because thankfully we were able to borrow this. So we're now going to go and unload our roller door at the unit. I think he sold it. But thank goodness, cheers Stevie, we got a loan of this tonight because we had to get that shutter or it was going away tomorrow, and it only just fitted in the back of the van. So we now we can get rid of this stupid framed garage door, and we've now got ourselves a roller door. And there's the channels for it there, and sorry Stevie, your box of alcohol free Peroni burst open, so none of them smashed though. So we now need to get a handy joiner who happen to know just the person. We'll get that fitted and that will transform the other side of the unit. Well, hey, right, what do you think, Kenzo? Let's go home.
Right.
Mission successful. I'm afraid that Bob isn't up to very much. She's having a nice sleep, but she does also enjoy having a read of the Viz, and we won't disturb her.